Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm heading up a remote New Zealand river valley. Going to check out some unique cabins along the way and find a rustic shelter to hunker down and spend the night. I've got some delicious food with me. We're going to get the fire going, get the place cozy, and it should be a great time. But I've got about a 3-hour walk ahead of me, so I better crack on with it. Thanks for tuning in. It should be fun. It's not that far to the first cabin. I think I'll stop off there, have a coffee. Been walking now for about an hour and 10 minutes. It's rather lovely. There was a group staying at the cabin, so I'll head on past there. We'll find some water and make a brew next to the track. What a spot for a brew. Beautiful mountain water. There's a few raindrops coming in. It is forecast to rain later. Just a little bit, so hopefully that holds off for now. Got the AeroPress with me this time. Oh no, it's starting to rain. Some big drops coming down. Cheers. There was not a single sandfly when I sat down here, but they've all converged on me and now I'm getting ravaged. So I chucked the rain pants on, and it seems like the rain is just holding off. That's a good brew. I'm gonna have this and carry onwards. I should have known that there'd be heaps of sandflies. I've got the pants on now, so I'm protected. I've caught sight of my shelter. It doesn't look like anyone's there, which is good. There's no way that I can do my camps when other people are sharing the huts with me. This wouldn't work. But I've been going now for almost 3 hours. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, it's been a decent walk. Beautiful. Check this place out. Man, this is awesome. It looks like a lot has changed since I was here last. There's an absolute ton of wood lying around and someone's made little chairs out of the stumps. But I'll show you inside, man. This is awesome. Here I am in the hideout. This thing is like an old school tent hut. I think there's only 2 left in the country. This one's been restored and there's another one in the other valley, which is a replica. But there's so much character in here. It's very dim, so I've got to get my lights going, but man, I'll give you guys a full on tour once I light the place up. Holy smokes! Look at all this wood! I'm in paradise! Got a few raindrops coming in. That'll be nice. Get this brew going. Got the good old Meadow Fresh milk. This is the long, stable shelf life stuff. It's still a bit warm to bring the good, fresh dairy in. This little place even has camp furniture, which is pretty cool. Oh, but cheers everyone. This is going to be a cool, nice, relaxing camp in this cabin. The sound of the stream down over there where I just got water, and hopefully we get a little bit of rain later. There's forecasts for about 10 or 15 mil. But nothing to worry about because there's the abundance of wood and I can just get it cozy in here and chill out. But for now, I'm going to have the brew. And I've got a muffin, beautiful muffin. that my lovely wife Victoria baked for me. So I have that and just chill for a bit after the walk. You gotta see this. Apple and cinnamon. Delicious muffin. Home baking. There's walnut chunks in it too. I've camped in this place once before. You guys may have seen the video. It's real cozy in here when that fireplace is going. And this canvas material on the roof, it's real thick, so when raindrops hit it, it's like a real deep, rich kind of resonant sound. So it's pretty much the ultimate cozy shack to hang out in. Oh, it's a lovely cup of tea. English breakfast. Twinings. The good thing about camping when it's not absolutely chucking down with rain and snow is you can actually sit out like this and enjoy the vistas. It looks like they've chopped down a couple of massive trees that were around this little shelter, and that's where all the woods come from. I did notice that someone constructed like a helipad over that way too, so yeah, a lot's gone on since the last time I was here a year ago. Look at all of this wood. It's beautiful dry stuff as well. I want to be able to have a massive fire. It's forecast to get pretty cold in the morning too, so that's going to be nice. Someone has been doomsday prepping. That's pretty nice. Got one of the beds out of the chamber back there, the mats. I can sit here and recline and look out the door. Let's have a look at this fireplace. I cut some wood up before, broke it down anyway to get it ready for later. I'll break that stuff up with a knife. But in here we have a little firebox, got a few holes and just some river rocks. It goes up to outside. And check this out, the place comes with a proper axe. This will be some good training for me. If you guys watched the last video, I'm not very good with axes. Proper. This almost feels like cheating, considering some of the horrendous conditions I've had to gather wood in before. I'm like a kid in a candy shop. That's satisfying. Now we're talking. Some of these pieces are fully knotted up. This should make a good start. This bit needs power. Look at all of this. Just perfect. That literally took me like 20 minutes. Look at this massive stack that I got here. I will split some of this smaller stuff up with the knife, make some real good kindling, because this has probably got a bit of moisture in it, even though it feels dry. These big chunks do take a bit to get going. So I'll get onto that now, get the fire all established and ready to go, then we'll light her up. Got my lovely knife with me, the old Lion Steel T5. This is the only knife that I've really used for this type of thing. And it's just indestructible, super hard steel, and just like a nice kind of decorative handle, which makes it a joy to use. Got myself a nice bombie knocker, and we'll just baton a few pieces up, make some ultimate kindling. Yeah, I can even feel this stuff. It's got a bit of moisture in it. It's not super fully dry. It's probably a lot drier than the stuff I'm usually burning in the rain though. find the knife so much more controlled for making kindling than the little hatchet. It just works better, I think. Isn't that a beautiful sight? That makes me very, very happy. Alright, I think that should probably do it. I do have some twigs as well. Just want to make sure I have enough for the morning too. But yeah, the knife does a great job. I much prefer it over the axe, I think. I probably do need to get some sanding stones, give it a good sharpen. What would you guys recommend? How many grits? I don't need to go over the top and make it like slice through tomato level sharp, but you know, just general use. Hey, guess who's here to join me? We have a wicker. Camp would not be complete without the appearance. What are you doing, mate? Skulking around out here? He'll be back. He knows it's dinner time soon. He needs his calories. Get some nice fat pieces down to form a base and leave gaps between them for airflow. We'll make a little pocket for the fire starter. Then this can melt down and get everything lit. I've got some of the more like cardboard type fire starter here. I'll give this a go and see if this small piece can get it going. It's way less flammable than the white. You'll see that just went out. It's way less flammable than the I think like the petroleum based white stuff that I normally use. But because it's not raining and it's dry in here, this should be okay. I love lighting fires. It's so satisfying. Looks like she's going alright. I'd have to be a pretty bad bushcrafter not to be able to get this one going. This channel, by the way, is almost the opposite of bushcraft. You guys know that if you watch regularly. Camping with like luxury gear or the most high quality gear, cooking ridiculous food, and I almost never cook over the fire, and I always use fire lighters. Sometimes I even use my gas stove and shove it into the fire to help light it. But for me, you know, it's all part of the experience. I just like being out here, soaking it all in, eating my treats, and bringing you guys along. So camping's different for everybody. There's so many like hardcore survivalist YouTube channels, and they're cool. But you know, hopefully I bring my own like special vibe to the whole ecosystem of the camping genre. Oh my god, he's going inside. Not smart. I'll chuck him in my pasta. Listen to that crackle. It's a magical sound with the river in the background. Just Just a bit of pouring rain would be nice to top it off. But it doesn't look like we're going to get any unless it comes in the night. Well, that's okay. It's super cozy in here anyway. It looks like the fire is under control. Man, I love it in here. This rustic vibe. It's like the perfect camping experience for me. I love just looking up at these wooden beams and the tin. It's all like natural materials. It's beautiful. It's kind of dirty. Some people wouldn't like it. And if you came in here and you didn't bring heaps of lighting, it wouldn't be nice. But I always have lots of lights for filming. It's about 7:30 PM. Still a little bit too early for dinner. So I might just chill out, let this fire die down a bit, get it all nice in here. Maybe have another brew, and then we'll begin the cook up. Is it bad that I'm already looking forward to my coffee in the morning? I'll have one now, but this will not be good for sleep. Can have a hot chocolate later. Probably get a little bit more wood on there. I'll fill up my water bottles for dinner. This should get me through to the morning as well. I'll use this little stool as my table. We're doing a deluxe tuna pasta. One of my favourite camp meals. And I have a new tuna that I've never tried before. This is the a different brand. John West Sensation range. It's, what is it? Chili infused with lemon zest. It's getting pretty warm in here now, despite all the holes in this building. It doesn't really retain heat, but it's obviously holding a bit. The fire's cranking though, so it's not surprising. I think coming back here in the middle of winter would be epic. It would snow here sometimes, so you know, we might do like a 2-night camp here. Just masses of food, snow falling, it would be amazing. We are at 921 meters above sea level, so it is pretty high up in the mountains. That pasta is going to be so nice cooked in the chicken broth. I think I can hear a little bit of rain outside as well, hitting the ceiling. There's a few raindrops. Whoa, these tuna cans. Whoa. Right, the next stage. What I'm going to do now is add some tomato paste. We'll just cook that in to the pasta and we'll add everything together and melt the cheese. the camera to focus on that. It's a giant chili. I like a bit of spice. We'll just get it all in. Got 3 cans. Get it all in there, why not? We're camping. Tomatoes in. These will provide crucial acidity, juiciness, and a bit of texture. And guess what? I have cheese. Wherever that got to. A whole bag of Parmesan flakes. Alright, gas off. I think I'm going to have to open the door. I'm getting a sweat on. Whew. That fire, it is ripping hot. Crikey. And I'm going to be eating chili. I want to go thermonuclear. This is a massive meal. It's going to be epic though. I need it. I did about 20,000 steps today. So it's quite a lot of calories to replace. Oh man. I've got to take a photo of that. I'll chuck it on the Instagram. If you guys want to follow me there, you can. I'll put a pinned comment. I post extra content on the Instagram. Get the fire in the shot. Okay, enough of that. I need to give it a taste test. Holy moly. I'm dying. Look at that. Woo! That burst of flavour from the cherry tomato, the zesty tuna, and that nicely seasoned chicken broth pasta. Oh man. I tell you what guys, tuna pasta when you're camping, the simplicity, flavour, lightweight, cooking time, everything. It's pretty hard to beat. It's spicy though. You hear that bird calling? That's a native owl to New Zealand. It's called a ruru, or a moorpork. It's very, very rare that you see them. They're very scared of humans. But it's a magical sound when you're out in the bush. It doesn't look particularly pretty. As you can imagine, canned tuna is like one step away from cat food. But when you're out in the bush, I consider myself to be a goat, and eating is maximum goat pleasure. It's an animal lifestyle. Well, that's the entire pot gone. I've probably got food all over my face and I'm dripping with sweat. I think I might go wash my face off in the river and tidy up. Oh, my belly. Oh. I'm so full. Oh. Just came through into the bedroom. I noticed there's a giant spider down there. Oh no. That's Shalob's lair. Oh man, it was massive too. It was like the size of my thumb. This is where I'm sleeping. I'll try to get him out. Come on, mate. Look at all those cobwebs. But that kind of ruins the vibe. Giant spiders and a bit of rat poo. But you know, I've had worse, and we'll have a cozy night's sleep. You can see there a few droppings. Hopefully the rats don't keep me awake tonight. Or that giant spider in his house. Anyway, it's looking pretty cozy. Back out to my lounge. Got a bit of rain coming down. That's nice. It's dropping in temperature as well, so I should get a good sleep and not overheat. But I think it's time I shut the place up, and I might make my bed and get a hot chocolate on. I bought a sleeping pad which I'm going to place on top of this, because I know this thing is clean. And I always bring a tent and a pad when I go camping, especially in a cabin, because you never know if anyone will turn up and I have to abandon shit. So we get this blown up and we'll build the bed. I'm quite sore, I'm looking forward to lying down actually. Oh, this is going to be nice. This is the Zenbivvy sheet on top of the Alton R6 insulated sleeping mat. And I'm on top of a big foam mat too, so it's going to be ultimate comfort in here tonight. And I'm pairing it with a quilt that I haven't used in quite some time. I think the last time I actually used this, I was in this cabin a year ago. This is kind of like my most lightweight quilt, I think, ultralight. It's a UGQ 950 full power, 4 degree, but it's overstuffed, so it'll probably get me down to 0, I'd say. So I should be super cozy in here. Oh man, can't wait to get my boots off. That fire's going crazy. It's not too hot back here, it's just nice. It's like a beautiful temperature. Boots off. These are new boots, by the way. Some Akus from the gear shop. Probably talk more about those in another video. Time to get undressed. This is going to be very cozy. I love this quilt. It's nice and shiny. Red. I know what I'm forgetting, my pillow. Can't forget the pillow. The Nemo Pillow. Luxury, I think it's called. This was the first piece of camping gear that I purchased with Victoria. Because when we left the house on our first trip, we're like, we need pillows. So we got these things, which have, they've been excellent, really. Still use it to this day, even when I've got all the gear available in the world to me. Oof. Oh yeah, this is going to be good. Despite the spiders and the rat poop, I think I'm going to have a good sleep. I'm not going to go to bed yet though. Just want to test the bed. Oh, and I can hear the rain. Man, that's nice. Oh, I want to go outside and look at it now. Hey, it's coming down now. I want to get wet. You see what I mean about that rain sound? It's incredible in here. The good old jar of dark. Cheers, guys. Oh, that's so good. It's like the perfect way to end the evening. Got that beautiful rain coming down now. It's just like lifted the coziness level in here by like 50%. I can sit next to this fire too now and not roast because it's gotten a lot more cold. But man, it's good in here. What a little shelter. Oh, it's so nice. Some of my best memories camping was having the hot chocolate. It's like when the whole night is complete, I can just sit back and enjoy this. It's actually pretty chilly in here. Hope I'm warm enough. I do have base layers that I can chuck on if I get cold. I think I'll be alright though if I cinch this quilt right up. I am going to eat a protein bar before bed. This will keep me going as well. The protein digesting in your body warms you up. Even more than whiskey. Chocolate fudge. Yum. I took one of the stools and using it as a bedside table. If I don't think about the spider, it's actually very, very nice in here. It's kind of weird. It's like this canvas little enclosure. I like it though. It's homely. Look at this thing. There's 45 grams of protein in this. It's actually pretty good. Oh, well, I'm all tucked up. I'm going to turn the lights off and go to sleep. Just want to say a massive thank you to you guys for continuing to support the channel. And to the members, you guys are awesome. The support, it means a lot. I've been coming out to these spots pretty much my whole life. I grew up here. And yeah, I do it a lot more often now that I'm making videos for YouTube. So without you guys watching and having an audience, this kind of thing wouldn't really be possible. So thank you guys, it means a lot. And all your comments, I appreciate them. But I think it's time for bed. I'm going to switch it off and I'll see you in the morning. Good night. Good morning. Oh, let's get the fire going. I don't want to get out of bed. It's so warm and cozy. And it's cold out. But we need coffee and we need the fire going. Hey, there's still a bit of heat in there. A few embers. Look at that. Log's almost still burning. I need this going. It's actually pretty chilly. I put on the down jacket, but I'm going to push through and get the fire going now. It's a misty morning. Nice. This is going to be good. Ooh. Don't you love this? Open fire, coffee in the morning. I'm just going to drink this cup of coffee and let it hit my brain cells. Fully wake me up. I feel pretty drowsy. Although I had a great sleep, had like 7 hours of sleep. It was a bit broken, but I was comfortable and warm, so feeling pretty good. I have a stunning view up to the mountains. Everything is just covered in dew and rain out there. I only get soaked walking back, but it'll be nice and fresh. Coffee's firing up the brain cells now. Finally. Well, I think it's time to get breakfast on. I'm doing the deluxe pancakes again. Wholesome, banana, sweet, oaty pancakes. That is going to be nice. So you mix up the banana and the egg, and this is just blended oats, protein powder, some cinnamon and salt. You get that all in, add some yogurt, and that's the pancake batter. So the secret is here, you want to slowly cook it, not too much gas power. The stove puts out so much heat, makes cooking these quite difficult. You don't want to burn them, just nicely caramelize the base. My friend is here, Mr. Wicker. He wants pancake. I'll give you some if you'd be nice. Skulking Wicker. He's thinking about it. Is it a good choice? Is it good for your bloodline to enter the cabin? Reproductive prospects will drop significantly if you pass the front door. I flipped them both back in. That actually worked pretty good, because the first one has structural integrity. That's a good technique actually. Bushcraft. Get a bit more butter in here, why not? I'll chuck the other one back on top to reheat it. Now we're talking. This is proper pancake cooking technique while camping. I've figured it out. I need to do it like 20 times. Both will be warm, both perfectly flipped and cooked. Here's a piece of pancake. He's coming. That's some ultra crispy crust, man. The best bit. I finally fed the bird. These are done. Oh, there's butter. Get those drips on there. Need the calories for the walkout. Get my stove out of the way. It's time to add the blueberries. And yes, I'll give you the drizzle. Doesn't get any better than that. Wholesome pancakes too, full of nutrition. Oh. It is perfect. Absolutely perfect. I'll construct the perfect bite. I think what I'm going to start doing now is I'm going to rate my food. I'm going to score 1 to 10. 10 being best, 1 being worst. Just so you guys watching have a little bit more perspective into how good the food actually is for me on the scale. I think I'm going to give these, honestly, 9.6. This is the pinnacle. I'm not really sure how it could be better. I know. Snow. If it was snowing out there, then it would be 10. Environmental factors matter too. Exquisite. Cut this. Maple syrup. One of the questions that I get asked the most on this channel is how and where do I go to the toilet? And I've got something special for you guys today. In sophisticated establishments such as this, we have what is known as a long drop, which is just a hole in the ground where you do your business. And it's kind of spooky, so we'll head up here into the forest and I'll show you. A few cockroaches. But yeah, this is it. Do a poo with a view. Quite a nice view too. Not bad getting to look at the forest while you do your business. Well, that was rather pleasant. Back down to the cabin. I think I'll pack up bed, pack the pack up. Might get a coffee on, and I think we'll head out. I kind of just want to go back to sleep, but that's not going to happen. Ow! This Alton sleeping pad is awesome, by the way. Look how small it packs down. And it's got an R value of 6. I haven't really pushed it to the limit, but every time I lie in it, I've been warm. So yeah, I'll chuck a link into the description. You can check out Alton. If I was to advise people to get new gear, I'd probably go to the Alton website. Just because they have a wide range of stuff and it's not ridiculously expensive, but the quality is really high, but it's also kind of, you know, very well thought out specs and stuff. So that's my recommendation, I reckon. Alton. I mean, look at that. That's a cool little sleeping pad. Just a quick coffee before we head out. The AeroPress always makes such a good cup of coffee. And it's pretty much impossible to screw it up. So I've just ground out these beans at home to the perfect weight. I think it's about 12 grams of coffee. You just put the paper filter in and you fill her up. And you get delicious coffee every time. I'm not sponsored by AeroPress. I wish I was. But yeah, you just leave that for like, I don't know, 2.5 minutes. Plunge it down. And it's good to go. I'll let this fire die down. We'll just have this brew and then I reckon get the pack on and head out. I'll film some of the walking. It should be beautiful. There's like a fine misty rain coming down. So I'm going to get very, very wet walking through like the waist deep tussocks. But it'll be refreshing and just beautiful to see the valley in these conditions. Look at the mist pushing up over the mountains in the forest. Up there. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it on this lens, but it's all steamy. If you stop and look closely, you can see birds everywhere in the trees, just flying around. They're all native. The bird life here is really good. There's a lot of trapping and baits out for the ferrets and rats and stoats and all that kind of stuff. The New Zealand bird life's incredible when it can flourish. Well people, I'm going to finish this, get the pack on and we'll head out. And we're off. It's about 9:30 AM. Should take me about 2.5 hours back, I think. It'll be a very pleasant walk, but it's going to be wet and sticky. I'll show you up here the tussocks. They're just laden with dew and raindrops. This is what I was talking about yesterday. They've built like a little helipad. Some drainage. It's good for search and rescue in case anyone gets hurt up here. They can safely land, or they can bring like people in to do work on these cabins and stuff. So that's pretty cool. Look at these tussocks. I guess we'll test out these waterproof shoes. See if they are actually waterproof. Look back down into this little valley. It's at the perfect spot for that little shelter. What a place. I'll be back here again at some stage. Hopefully full winter in the snow. I reckon that'll be awesome. It's such a pleasant walk down the valley and up. Each way yields different views. That's back from where I was. Anyway, I'm gonna push on. I've camped in there before a couple years ago. There's a beautiful little stream at the base of the mountain, tucked into the trees. I might go back there too. That's just a nice, chilled out bush place in a stunning location. And we're back.